Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Reza and I will tell you how to solve a problem with a graphical solution. The first step you must do is plot each constraint as an equation and then decide which side of the line is visible. And then the second is find the visible region. And then the third is find the coordinates of the corner extreme point of the visible region. The fourth is substitute the corner point coordinates in the objective function, and the last is choose the optimal solution. And then in here we can see that I have an example about minimization problem. In here the z is equal with 5x2 plus 2x2, and then the constraint is here to x1 plus 5x2 bigger than 10, and then for x1 mean x2 bigger than 12, and then x1 plus x2 bigger than 4, and the last is the x1 and x2 must be a positive number. And then the constraint one, when the x1 is 0, then the x2 will be 2, and then when the x2 is 0, the x1 will be 5. Connect 5.0 and 0.2, then the bigger side is above this line. And then the constraint 2, when the x2 is equal with 0, then the x1 is 3. But setting x1 to 0 will yield x2 equal with minus 12, which is not on the graph. Thus, to get a second point on this line, set x1 to any number larger than 3 and solve for x2. When x1 is 5, then the x2 will be 8. Connect 3.0 and 5.8. The bigger side is on the right of the line. And then the last constraint, when x1 is 0, then x2 will be 4. And then when the x2 is 0, the x1 will be 4. Connect 4.0 and 0.4. The bigger side is above this line. Next, here is the graph. And here is the optimal solution area for if we use all of the constraint that we use. Here is the constraint, so this is the line of 2x1 plus 5x2 bigger or equal with 10, and then this line is x1 plus x2 bigger or equal with 4, and then the last line is 4x1 minus x2 bigger or equal with 12. So here is solve the extreme point at the intersection of the second and third constraint. For x1 mean x2 equal with 12, and then x1 plus x2 equal with 4. Adding these two equations give the 5x1 equal with 16, or the x1 is 16 per 5. And then substituting this into x1 plus x2 equal with 4, and then the x2 will be 4/5. Solve for the extreme point at the intersection of the first and third constraint. 2x1 plus 5x2 equal with 10, and then x1 plus x2 equal with 4. Multiply the second equation by 2, so the 2x1 will be eliminated, and then the rest is 3x2 equal with 2, or the x2 will be 2/3. Substituting in the second equation give x1 is 10/3. So here is the point that we got, and the biggest solution is on if the x1 is 16/5 and the x2 4/5. So there is my presentation. Thank you for listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.